All right. Are we on Zoom out all the way, or are we on normal Zoom? Normal Zoom. All right. Welcome, guys. It is Tuesday. March 24th. March 24th. We don't know which day it is. All our days blend together. Let's talk about what we got going on today. Our challenge of the day today is I want you to read a book for 1 hour. 1 hour read, and then on top of that, you will also post a 5-sentence summary to our Family Tribe page. Once you put your post onto that Family Tribe, then there may or may not be a raffle for something to win following that. With that reading, it can be pleasure reading. Your 5-sentence summary could convince somebody else to read the book that you're reading. That it could be a personal development book, and your 5-sentence summary could help somebody else take away something that you took away from the book as well. And it could be any other kind of book with some other takeaway. I don't know what other kind of reading besides pleasure and personal development there's any kinds of readings. Or we're not going to go to the other kind of reading because I don't want your 5-sentence summary on what you read there. Okay, we got an 8-round workout today, and it starts with 8 step-ups to the object, with an object, 8 step-ups with an object. Some of you may now have boxes at home. Some of you still have benches, couches, whatever else to step up on. 8 burpees, and then 8 V-ups, and 8 plank get-up, get-downs. So 4 movements with 8 reps, and then 8 rounds of that. So today, it's going to be a pretty fun workout. You're looking at about a 15-minute time domain, depending on how high you go with the object, how heavy you go with the object. But looking at about 15 minutes. It's going to be a little bit longer workout today. Some scalings that we can talk about. Scaling burpees to kickbacks. So before we talk about all of these things, let's talk about each of these. So the 8 step-ups to an object, with an object. Brenda right now is going to grab herself our handy-dandy backpack. A backpack is always an awesome way, at-home object to use. You can always fill it with books. You could always fill it with sand, with dirt, whatever you want to fill it with, and it can be pretty heavy, and we'll be able to use it for a lot of things. If you also have a kettlebell or dumbbells that you rented out from us, totally feel free to use one of those as well. So her object holding it in front of her, and she's going to step up onto a box or a bench and step back down. Right, coming up right, 1, coming down, coming up left, 2, come down. So 8 total box or object step-ups. You can always scale that to do that without an object. So no object, same thing, step up, step down, step up, step down. If you feel confident about what you're going to jump up on, and you feel confident about what object you're going to have, maybe talk about doing a box jump with no object, maybe even talking about doing a box jump with an object. Getting spicy, making it a little bit fun. Burpees. Our burpees, you can either jump yourself forward, jump yourself back. So she can put her hands down on the ground, jump herself back, jump herself forward, stand up, jump herself back, jump herself forward, stand up. She can also step herself back and then step herself forward. And then she's going to do 1 more of those. The last thing that we can do is also just a kickback. So jumping back to a plank, jumping forward, standing up, jumping back to a plank, jumping forward, standing up. One way you can change that, step back to a plank, step forward, stand up, 1 more time, step back, step forward, stand up. Cool, so those are some ways to change the burpee. The V-ups, she'll lay down on her back. She's gonna take, nice shoes, by the way.
Thanks, they're Nikki's.
She's gonna start with both hands and toes on the ground. Then she's gonna lift her feet and hands to reach to the top and come back down. Hands to the top and back down. Very nice, and relax for a second. Some ways that we can scale that is she can do 1 leg at a time. So 1 leg stays on the ground while she takes the other leg and does that same thing. Cool, very nice. We can also do tuck-ups. So hands stay on the ground or up above the head, and then we can come to a tucked position and back down. Tucked position, back down. Tucked position back down. That's always an option for 8. And then a final option for 8 here is sit-ups. So long-legged or butterfly sit-ups, sitting all the way up, touching the floor, sitting all the way up. If you've got an ab mat at home, cool. If you don't, that's totally fine. You can do these without an ab mat, or you can always roll up a towel underneath you as well. Our plank get up, get down. So let's get into a plank position, Brenda. We're starting in the top of a plank. This is a full RX, so you're gonna go down to your elbows, one hand at a time. Then you're gonna come back up to the hands. That's 1. Back up to the hands, that's 2. Give me 1 more. That's 3. So we can scale this down by dropping the knees to the floor. Cool. Back down to the elbows, back up to the hands, back down to the elbows, back up to the hands. 8 of those. So there's your scaling for plank get up, get downs. Cool. So that's what you're looking at. 8 step ups with an object, 8 burpees, 8 V-ups, and 8 plank get up, get downs. Let's go through some warm up and get you ready to go. So first thing we're gonna do is 10 step ups followed by 10 plank shoulder taps. So Brenda's got her object or place that she's gonna be stepping up and stepping down. Give me 2 more, Brenda. You'll do 10 of those, then you'll get down on the ground in a plank position, and you'll do 10 shoulder taps. You'll go through that whole thing, give me 4, Brenda, whole thing twice. So that was 1 time. You'll do it a full 2 times. Then we're going to go through some 30-second bouts here. These 30-second bouts can be 15 seconds. You can do it times 2. They can be full 30 seconds. You can do this whole thing times 2. Just trying to get yourself blood flowing, sweaty, a little bit ready for this 8-round workout. So the first 30 seconds is going to be a hollow hold. We'll go from the easiest to the hardest. So we'll start with a tucked position. She's going to take her hands and reach them as far as she can this direction or as high as she can towards the ceiling. Both of those are good. Then we can take the hands out over the head, make it a little harder. You can take 1 leg out at a time, or you can take both legs out, as long as she's pressing that low back into the floor. If you can't hold that low back in the floor, relax. If you can't hold that low back onto the floor, make it easier. This is supposed to be warm up. It's not supposed to be crushing you. The next thing is 30 seconds of sit-ups. You'll drop out of that hollow hold and get right into some sit-ups. 30 seconds of sit-ups. And you can relax. The next thing that you'll do is flip yourself right over onto your belly. Come into the top of a plank. Just holding this top plank position. If you want to shift left and right, you can shift left and right. If you want to shift forward and back, you can shift forward and back. Thinking about having tight belly. Ooh, nice. And pressing up into those shoulders, not relaxed in the shoulders, not sagging in the hips. Very nice. Relax. The next thing you'll do is 30 seconds of V-ups. Give me 5 seconds of V-ups. And you can do any version of these. You can do 1 hand at a time. You can also do your tuck-ups, perfect, and you can also do the same thing, sit-ups. Plank get up, get downs, that's the next thing that you're gonna do for 30 seconds, plank get up, get downs. So you can start wherever, come up, come down, come up, come down. Again, this is 15 seconds or 30 seconds, depending on just how warm you're feeling. And the last thing that you're gonna do is 30 seconds of burpees. Do not sprint this is still warm up. 30 seconds of burpees, just get yourself sweating a little bit and ready to move. Cool, and relax. You feeling a little bit more warmed up with that 2 minutes? Yeah, this is gonna be a midline day. It's gonna be a midline day. So you're definitely gonna feel the abs with V-ups and plank get up, get downs, and even burpees. Going to do a hips up with the burpee, you're gonna feel this big time. Cool. We also got some recovery that's coming at you at the end of the day today. And have fun with this one. Make sure you're posting your 5-sentence summary. I want some good book recommendations. Maybe you can convince me to read a new book. Cool.
Air high five?
High five. Elbow.
Yeah.
We can actually touch elbows.
Feet? No.
Whoa, what is that?